There we go. Look at this. Look at this. We're back to Ron Cliff. Bonfrisco has a whole nother set of lyrics. But we're going to get to those next time.
B-side.
Time to put them out. Look at this. They're going to ramble, so get your geek on. It's time to ramble. There's no need to gamble. Unzip and let your nerd out. It's time to ramble. They're here to unscramble all the latest cool stuff. It's time to ramble. No need to stumble into He-Man's mother's pussy. It's time to ramble. Jerry, Eddie, and sometimes All Right Cody too, giving you the gospel. Hell to the nah.
Boom.
Ron Clift, right there, the original, the first ones.
Our own personal Bishop Bullwinkle? Is he our own personal Bishop Bullwinkle?
It has to be.
The Rambles Bishop Bullwinkle?
The Rambles Bishop Bullwinkle, Ron Clift. So next one, I got to do the new Patrick Bonfrisco round, and then we go back to Gary Priest, Jeeps. I have to get this in order. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a ramble, a geek's guide to pop culture. We're the geeks. I would be comedian, cancer fighter, taco hat wearer, Jerry Rocha. Right over there, we have the one and only
comedian, podcaster Eddie Pence, wearer of
Devastator. I got my
straight out of Contra.
My nerdy T-shirt, which you could get this very shirt for 10% off if you go to nerdyt.com and type in Ramble as the promo code. You can get this very exact straight out of Contra shirt for 10% off. Look at that. Ramble. Man, Eddie, what a fucking... We just got to get in. You got a lot going on. You're about to hit the road.
About to hit the road.
About to go back home.
See my folks.
See the folks for the week. This is Ramble Radio 514. First off, subscribe to the Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating. A positive text review.
Positive, not negative. Positive.
Positive. You do these things so no one thinks you're a chump. It's very, very simple. And right now, my God, there's been a lot of chumps since February 17th when Scissor Lord did the last positive text.
Longest streak of chumps we've had in a while.
Long chump streak. We got to close that. Subscribe to the Ramble. You can email us, ramble@theramblepod.com. You can visit us on Instagram at Podcast Ramble. And you can see our beautiful faces on YouTube at the Ramble Tube. And we have our TeePublic merch page. So go do all those things. There it is. Man.
Do it.
Holy shit. Daredevil, Born Again. We got
Best episode yet?
I think so. I was about to say. That was the first note I wrote. Best episode yet.
Best episode thus far. One more to go.
Spoiler-filled take on Daredevil Born Again, episode 8, I believe. And, Jesus, right off the bat, we get Bullseye. Right off the bat. Man.
Right out the gate.
Whoo. Bullseye right out the gate. I was like, oh, shit, okay, we are going to see this guy again, apparently. And then going to Gen Pop, getting moved to general population where he is a dead man walking. And we're thinking, well, fuck, Wilson Fisk is the only one who could do this probably.
He's trying to get rid of he's trying to cover his tracks.
Trying to cover his ass. And Adam was still alive.
That shocked me because it looked like he was beaten to death.
Looks like Kingpin just did just enough to keep the guy going. And
because that was a brutal beatdown.
Tragic? Is Adam the most tragic character in all of
I'm trying to think, has
MCU?
there been a more tragic figure in the MCU?
He just wanted to get some pussy. That's it. He just wanted to fuck a hot art dealer. And now she puts bullets in him.
Maybe that seal or the sea walrus from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah, that
had the wheels on it.
Yep, tough one.
And he just got shot. He had like the IQ of like a baby.
Yeah, that was a hard one. But man, Adam's up there. It's Adam and that seal, because Adam.
At least Adam got laid. So.
At least Adam got to fuck Vanessa. But Jesus Christ, what does he get for that? He just gets tortured for probably years. And then murdered by Vanessa. Just boom, boom, boom.
Unless she had that magic poon. I
don't think anything's worth going through all that after. I can't imagine. I can't imagine anything would be worth that. Now
you got Heather and Matt Murdock are having some issues.
Heads. And it's,
Heads.
I mean, she. without saying it, she's basically told him that Kingpin's her client.
Yeah,
he obviously.
She seems like she kind of turned a little Team MAGA. She went a little MAGA in this episode.
We'll make America great again here. She did little Kristi Noem on us. She went a little Kristi Noem. It was very weird, and then we get, I think my favorite scene of the show so far was Bullseye and Matt Murdock in the room. Holy shit! I mean, my God. And then I love how Bullseye is, Jesus Christ, just nothing affects him. Nothing gets rage. Nothing gets, he's just like, man.
He's just ice cold.
Everything. I mean, he'll make it, but I hate to give him this much credit. He's the one kicking the field goal, in overtime or with 65-yarder with 3 seconds left.
You don't want Matt Murdock in there kicking the field goal, do you?
No,
he's too emotional.
He'll shank it.
He'll shank it.
Fucking Bullseye.
And he'll drop kick the placeholder.
Yeah.
You don't want him.
Bullseye will fucking nail it. No question. No, you could time out. You could try to freeze him with a timeout. Wouldn't matter.
That scene was interesting to me because I kept trying to wrap my brain around the point. I mean, Bullseye was basically asking Matt Murdock to represent him.
Yes.
Which takes a lot of balls, considering he's in there because he killed his best friend.
His best friend.
Like the nutsack.
The sack on him to be like, hey, you want to be my lawyer?
But I don't know, was he just doing that to get Matt Murdock to literally slam his face on the table, to create a gash in his face so he would have to go to...
So he could lose a tooth and then be able to...
Well, he'd get to the ER where his hands would be undone.
Right, where he spits a tooth in the guy's eye, which is what sets it all up. It was...
was that all premeditated on... That's why he says, thank you, Matt, at the after he slammed...
thank you. Just
because he's like, he did what I wanted you to do.
I'm not going to get killed in general public. In Gen Pop, I'm not going to get killed. I'm going to just... General population, I'm just going to fucking... kill these. And that was a great, weird little homage to the Ultimates. I was talking about one of my favorite moments in any Marvel comic book ever, when Hawkeye has been taken prisoner and he just sits there and he's able to flick off his own fingernails, and just fling them into the throats of the people capturing Hawkeye, and he's able to break free. It was fucking incredible. But that was a nice little homage there to that scene with Bullseye. Yeah. Just spitting out the tooth into the dude's eye, and then and we were wondering, did Murdoch want this to happen?
That's what it was like. I mean, I know it seems weird because Murdoch slams his face into the table,
right,
and walks away. And Murdoch, you think, would be smart enough to know, okay, this is going to give him an opportunity to possibly be put in a position where he could have his hands free.
Unless he was so angry he didn't hear the tooth come loose. And was just like, fuck this. And because again, Daredevil doesn't want anyone to die. He'll fuck a motherfucker up.
Yeah.
But so he would have to know.
But he's standing there with, but knowing he gets
killing
Bullseye,
people.
But he tried to kill Bullseye before in episode 1. Threw him off the roof.
He wouldn't let Bullseye knowingly kill just some innocent doctor.
That's the thing I'm thinking. Has Matt Murdock been pushed so far now?
I don't think so, because I don't think he wants Bullseye out on the streets. I think he wants Bullseye to rot in prison, go die in Gen Pop.
But he says in episode 1, justice is not being served.
He's
true. Going to prison.
That's true.
And maybe he thinks the only way, and he has that discussion with his partner. I forgot what her name is. He's like, we're not carriers of justice. We're just babysitting chaos.
But I still don't think he would then go, okay, I'm going to let a doctor get killed.
I don't know.
I'm going to let a prison doctor and a prison guard and God knows how many other people get murdered. Just so there's no way he would allow that because then. Why jump in front of the bullet for Fisk?
That's why I can't. That's why this episode I loved it, but it was so confusing for me.
That's why I don't think he did it on purpose. I think his emotions are getting way out of control to the point where if he's going to have any sanity, he's just going to have to go be Daredevil every fucking night of the week.
Yeah.
Right? He's just going to have to be Matt Murdock during the day, be Daredevil at night like he used to, and that's always he gets. Because I don't think you don't just jump in front of a bullet for your biggest enemy if you don't care. Because then he'd be like, well, fuck it. If I want Bullseye on the streets to take out Kingpin or whatever, then I have to be okay with him killing Kingpin.
Or
I'm okay
is he
with him killing
or
innocent.
is Matt Murdock going, I don't want Kingpin to die like this because it's going to martyr him. I want to tear him down, and I can't do that if he's dead.
Either way, I think leads to he did not let Bullseye loose on purpose. I think either one of those scenarios points to there's no way he would, because he would have to know that innocent people would get murdered, which is even as pissed as he is at the system, there's no way he would let that happen. Just knowingly. Like, I'm going to let Bullseye kill 5 or 6 people so he can get out. Like, there's no way. But fuck, it was good. I mean, my God. And then is the Swordsman going to be like the Tony Stark of the Midnight Suns?
I don't know, because for a moment there,
I thought he was heel turning. Didn't you?
I thought he was going to be killed. I thought fucking Kingpin was going to just strangle him in that side room.
I thought Kingpin was going to kill him. And then I thought, wait, is he heel turning and joining Kingpin? And then when Kingpin threatens him, then he's like, hey, fuck off. And I'm like, oh, okay. So man. And then we get Daredevil shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love.
Now, for a moment there, when they were on the dance floor and Bullseye was up on the balcony area, and I thought he was going to shoot at Vanessa.
Vanessa, me too. I was like, oh shit, he's taking out Vanessa.
He was going to take out Vanessa.
Which, to your theory, you think Vanessa hired him to take out Fisk.
Yeah. That's what I mean, I think that seems like that's been under the surface this whole series.
Could this be Vanessa's play then? Because now Vanessa knows Matt Murdock's Daredevil when they're dancing. So maybe Vanessa's the one who told Bullseye, look, I'm going to move you to Gen Pop. I want you to have Matt Murdock. I want you to ask for Matt Murdock to be your lawyer. He's going to get pissed. He's going to fly off the handle and do something that's going to allow you to get free. And then you put a bullet in fucking Wilson Fisk tonight.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they said Kingpin put him in Gen Pop. I don't think he did. Because I don't think Fisk has thought twice about Bullseye.
Right. He didn't, because he didn't hire him. So he wouldn't care. He wouldn't give a shit. Oh man. And it is the greatest thing about Bullseye being the most devastating killer in the non-powered MCU. That his name is Poindexter. Is that a great little? Is that a great little man? What a win for the Poindexters of the world. But would it have been better if as great as this episode was?
Yeah.
Is it better if when Fisk asks Vanessa for the dance, right?
Yeah.
If the band just starts playing Tequila and he does the
Who, Bullseye?
Kingpin.
Kingpin does it. He shoves everybody off the dance floor and just starts doing the tequila dance.
Does that? What does that do to the show?
Or maybe when he's
ready.
When she goes, it's time for us to have the first dance, and they walk out there, and you just hear, now I've had the time
and he does the catch. Oh fuck, man! I don't know. Wilson Fisk is just doing the. I don't know. It's one of those two makes it better. I'm sorry. One of those two makes it a better.
But I wonder
show.
what happens. We have one more episode. How do you wrap? I mean, I know there's
we're gonna have
season 2 coming along.
Season. That's what I'm saying.
There is. I mean, they're already shooting it, but I'm like, what's the
cliffhang the fuck out of us? I think they're gonna cliffhang the living shit out of us.
Yeah.
To the point we're gonna be hopping mad. We're gonna be satisfied. We're gonna be like, oh fuck, that was epic, but you gotta be kidding me.
Right. It's gonna be that, but then luckily they know that they're handing us up Andor season 2 the next week. So
Ooh.
We won't be angry that long.
And Andor, at least, we know where that ends. Just go watch Rogue One, right? Just
no cliffhangers there.
No cliffhangers there. But goddamn, I don't know, dude. I'm going to be.
Do we see Punisher in this final episode? I don't know if we do.
I think Punisher's going to help take out that army. He's going to help take out that squad.
You think the vigilante task force gets taken out this time, or is that season 2 shit?
That's a good point. It could be season 2 shit.
Because that was a gnarly scene when they had him in the back and they put that dude's hand in the fryer.
And then Christ.
The commissioner's like...
the commissioner's like, I'm powerless. I can't do anything to stop these motherfuckers. So...
I mean, I think that commissioner's getting taken out next episode.
It has to be. Has to be. I don't think he's going to have time to email Eric's niece about what's going on. But if he does, maybe that brings Punisher out. Maybe that leads to Punisher coming out in season 2, helping him now that they know who those dirty cops are.
Yeah.
But my God, what a Ramble Radio.
I can't wait to see Gandolfini's fall.
Oh, there's no way he's playing Kingpin. At this point, he's just
but I still, for some
fan.
reason, I still think Kingpin kills him. I don't know why.
I could see it. I could do. It's because he knows that I'll burn for you. And Kingpin's almost like, I know you will. You're gonna.
Yeah.
Like that almost is like, no,
you.
yes, you're going to. Like, I wonder what he's got in store for him because he's so excited when he's like, I'll burn for you. And Fist's like, I know. Like, as in, don't worry, buddy. You'll have your chance. You're going to burn. Don't worry. It's going to happen. But fuck, man. Oh, God. Well, as great of a Ramble Radio as this was.
Yeah.
We do have controls. And it's after dark.
Oh, fuck. Even worse.
I
Skeletor. God, I don't even want to do this now. It's after dark. I just realized. Skeletor. We were talking about the end of the season of Daredevil and how big of a cliffhanger it's going to be.
Yeah.
Do you have any... have you ever been part of a big season cliffhanger back on your Masters of the Universe days?
He's asking if you remember who shot JR from the show Dallas. Do you remember?
I don't really remember.
He says an attorney of the cliffhanger was who shot a load in JR. It was him. He got... He says he came, and it was a 17-episode cliffhanger. The season finale was 17 episodes long. He said it was about a 7,550-hour-long episode. And he's asking, where do you think you could put a reel that big? Where could you hide it? He wants you to answer.
Where?
Oh, well, I hit the sweet spot. Oh, boy, He-Man's mother's pussy is what he said. He says he bet you didn't think he would do that. Cinesnob.
Let's get him Rotten Tomatoes, please.
Jesus Christ, he's after dark, Eddie. What the fuck are we dealing with? Just a nightmare. Just a goddamn... Anyway, we want to thank you all for tuning in.
Yes.
Eddie, where can all the fine folk find you? Let's get Cody on the Cinesnob podcast.
Yes,
Cinesnob podcast on Rotten Tomatoes.
And then I'm on the Patreon.com, the Ralph Report 5 days a week, and then Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio, Wednesdays, Ramble Proper here on the Potteration Network, and then also on Fridays, Not Today with Jen Sturger.
Look at that. You can find me in the same Ramble locales. You can find Eddie and Cody. I'm streaming games at Retro Rocha on Kick and Twitch, just my name on YouTube. Subscribe to all of our things. Follow all of our things. We love you all. Have a fantastic fucking weekend. We're going to be back next week for a Ramble Radio, a Ramble, and our goodbye to Daredevil Born Again, and our Hello Andor. How fucking exciting is this going to be?
So exciting.
Woo! Woo! We love you all. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the music. Have a great weekend. We'll be back. Take care, everyone.
Boom.
Oh, look at that. Jeez.
Sweet.
What if he broke danced? What if he just did breaking the Kingpin?
Oh, what if Turbo showed up? What if Turbo showed up for break-in? And started climbing on the wall.
Ice-T's just rapping. I just think
that was shocking. The original Breakin' movie was an interracial relationship, but they never acknowledged it.
Never once.
There was
way
never
ahead of their time.
There was never a kiss. There was no public. There was no display of affection, but you just knew they were together. But
ahead
they never,
of their goddamn time.
Yeah.
Ahead of their goddamn time.
Quite go for it.
Right, but they knew. We knew.
We knew.
And we were fine with it.